Volcanoes. The eruption of Vesuvius. Few people in Roman city of Pompeii cared about the earthquake in 1779 CE. No one connected with them, with the smoke coming from nearby Mount Vesuvius. The volcanic mountain was covered with trees, flowers, and grass. It has been 1,000 years since volcano had last erupted. Most people thought Mount Vesuvius was dormant or extinct, but everything changed on August 24th. Around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, a huge explosion shook the ground. Dust, ash, and molten rock blew out the top of the volcano, darkening the sky. Stones began to rain down on the city. Rocks and ash covered the ground as far away as 16 kilometers from the mountain. By 3 o'clock, lava, molten rock, began pouring from the volcano, destroying everything in its path. By 6 o'clock, the cloud of dust and ash was 32 kilometers high. The ash kept falling, covering the ground to the depth of 1 meter. Building collapsed under the weight of stones and ash. People tried to flee as the volcano destroyed their homes and farms, but the ash was so deep and hot that many people died as they tried to walk through it. Stones falling from the dark sky killed others, and many people choked to death on the ash and dust-clogged air. Around midnight, the situation became even worse. The massive cloud of ash, poisonous gas, blowing hot dust, and smoke had become too heavy to stay in the air. The cloud collapsed, falling down the mountain speeds up to 500 kilometers per hour. Within a moment, people in the city of Pompeii and Herculaneum were burned and buried by Mount Vesuvius' first surge cloud. As more dust and ash poured from the volcano, more surge clouds followed. When the eruption ended, two cities were completely buried and wiped off the face of the earth. They would not be uncovered again for more than 1,000 years. What did you just read? A true story. But how did it happen? The cloud caused such a violent explosion. The answer lies in how different types of volcanoes form. Where and why volcanoes form. Earth's hard surface, or crust, is made of huge sheets of rock called plates. Some plates make up continents, others make up the ocean floor. Just under the plates, Earth is extremely hot, so hot that rocks melt into a liquid called magma. Sometimes the magma flows to the surface, pours out through cracks in the Earth's crust. Volcanoes usually form at the edges of the plates. The plates flow on top thick liquid magma, but the different plates move in a different direction. Plates can crash into, pull away from, or grind past each other. The pressure released by moving plates causes earthquakes, which creates large cracks in the crust. Magma sometimes breaks through the cracks to form volcanoes. There are at least 500 active volcanoes in the world. Most are near the edges of the plates. The edge of the Pacific Ocean plate is an active volcanic region called the Ring of Fire. Another active volcanic region is along the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, and unseen much change in the Atlantic Ocean. Two plates are pulling apart there, allowing magma to push up through the ocean floor and pile up as it cools into solid rock. Over time, the magma forms mountains of stick stick up out of the water as island. The country of Iceland is located on the top of the large volcanoes in the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Other volcanoes form far away from the edges of the plates. The islands of Hawaii are in the center of the Pacific Ocean plate. They are above a hot spot and a place where hot magma sits unusually close to the Earth's crust. Beneath Yellowstone National Park, in the middle of the North American plate, another hotspot borders underground lakes. The magma heats the surrounding ground and the water, creating geysers and hot springs. Different volcanoes erupt in different ways, depending on where and how volcanoes formed. Some volcanoes erupt gently and slowly, while others suddenly explode with the force of many atomic bombs. Let's take a look at different kinds of volcanoes and learn about how they erupt. Composite volcanoes. Mount Vesuvius, which you read about earlier, is a composite volcano. Composite volcanoes are explosive volcanoes. Their eruption can be violent and destructive. They are usually large mountains with steep sides and even sharp peaks, with a bowl-shaped crater at the top. The crater is a place where magma, hot gas, and ash come out. Most composite volcanoes form from thick and slow-moving magma. Magma moves underground tubes called vents, and the magma is very thick and cool and hard before it reaches the surface, clogging the vents. The magma below are hot and suddenly has nowhere to go, so the pressure builds. When the becomes great enough, the volcano exploded. Sometimes the entire mountain was destroyed. The Washington State's mountain Saint Helens erupted in 1980. The entire northern side of the mountain was destroyed. When composite volcanoes erupt, they send huge clouds of ash, dust, smoke, hot gas, and rock into the air. These clouds turn the sky black and rain ash onto the ground. Then the clouds becomes too heavy to stay in the air and collapse in a violent cloud. Many composite volcanoes are tall enough to have ice and snow on their top, or have explosions. Explosion can instantly melt an ice and snow. A flood of water, mud, and rock then runs down the mountain at up to 100 kilometers per hour. The biggest volcanic ash clouds can travel around the world. These clouds can block out sunlight over large areas and cool the planet. After 1815 eruption of Tambora, a volcano in Indonesia, North America had unusually cold snowy summer. Sometimes an underground lake of magma pours out of a composite volcano, leaving a huge empty space below. The surface collapses into empty chambers, leaving a large bowl-shaped caldera. Calderas can be as large as 100 kilometers across, then often fill with water, creating lakes. Composite volcanoes can destroy forests, bury cities and even result in human deaths, but these volcanoes often stay quiet for hundreds of years between eruptions. People living nearby forget the volcano can explode. Shield volcanoes. You may have seen the video of lava flowing or spraying from a volcano. The lava is runny and flows quickly. It flows far and fast before slowly hardening and building up. This kind of lava comes from shield volcano. Shield volcano usually have gentle mountain slopes shaped like shields. Eruptions of shield volcano are usually not explosive, although the lava can still damage roads, home at first. Sometimes the lava sprays democratically from crater, creating a lava fountain. Sure, the volcano can remain quietly active for a long time and can grow very large. Mauna Loa on Hawaii is the tallest volcano in the world, rising 9,170 meters from the base on the sea floor. It's taller than Mount Everest. The largest known volcano in the solar system is the Olympus Mons on Mars. This Martian-shaped volcano rises an amazing 27 kilometers in height. Cinder cones and lava domes. Some volcanoes don't form large mountains; instead they just raise small amounts of lava into the air. The small lava chunks a bit of the ash harden into light rocks called cinder. The cinders pile up around the vent into a hill, with a bowl-shaped crater on the top. The hills are called cinder cones. New volcanoes are often produce cinder cones. Other silicones form inside the crater or calders of larger older volcanoes. Most cinder-cones erupt only once. Because cinder-cones are made of loose rocks, they are quickly worn away by wind and rain. Small quick eruptions sometimes form lava domes. Lava domes create when thick lava oozes from the vent and quickly hardens. Sometimes more lava pushes through the domes, causing its sides to crack. Lava domes often form in areas with other volcanic activities. They can be found in cratering volcanoes like composite volcano lava domes often explode violently. Conclusion: volcanoes are impressive examples of how our planet is always changing. Many good things come from volcanoes. Lava created new rocks and new land. Volcanic ash make rich soil for farming. And volcanic mountains, including Mount Fuji in Japan and Mount Rainier in Washington, and Mount Mauna Loa in Hawaii are some of the most beautiful mountains in the world. It is no wonder that few often choose to live near the volcano, but everyone should always remember that volcanoes are dangerous. Volcanoes are home to the Earth's most powerful forces.